I'm Liam Lawson, and you're listening to Speed City.
Welcome back to the fastest hour in radio, Speed City.
Thank you, Liam Lawson, for bringing us back. I want to talk about Circuit of the Americas because I think it was Friday night. I'm looking right now. I saw on their Instagram account that they posted, it was Friday night. They said late night track repaving session. And Casey, I bet you can find that little image and throw it up for the YouTubers. I just put it in the chat, but it's showing.
What corner is it, John?
I'm getting to that. Just hold your water. So it's a great photo. It is just showing them paving, big machine and the tower in the background and the sunset and all that. And I thought, well, wait a minute. I thought we repaved most of the track, and that is the key, because I reached out to Bobby Epstein and I just texted him this morning and said, hey, Bobby, I saw this tweet and this post, and I said, what's going on with that? And he texted back and he said, it is the last section, turns 3 through 7 in the S's. It says, now that a complete full repave of the track is done, it said, and a removal of all the wrongly installed pipes that went under it, causing most of the bumps. He said, we had to use the off-peak months to complete the full repave, so it took a couple of seasons to do it all. So yeah, if we remember 2023 and then actually into 24, about this time, they were repaving most of the track. They didn't get all of it, but they got most of it. So this is what they did to finish it. And I had never heard anything about the pipes, the incorrectly installed pipes. Had you, Jonathan?
No, I hadn't. But I mean, talking to people like Jet who've raced it, and certainly the motorcycle riders, they talk about, you often talk about Tilke circuits rippling up at, let's say, 12, where it's heavy braking with Formula One. But these were odd bumps at odd places that didn't seem to make sense. Like 2, where you're coming into 2, and suddenly you're like, whoa.
Yeah.
And with that in mind, not tangentially, they made some changes once again to the Melbourne circuit in Australia for round 1 in March.
Yeah, it's a good segue.
Particularly at turn 6, where George Russell had his big accident at the end of last year's race. So they've reprofiled the corner and done some more, actually not paving, they're actually bringing a gravel trap right down to the outside of the corner. And they're using some interesting curbing concepts that I had never heard before. We think of the curbs as, the rumble strips that pop up out of the road. They also have negative curbing, which actually is a concave surface, which I'd be interested in having a closer look at and have someone explain to me how it works.
Negative curving. Never heard that phrase before. Johnny Green?
Well, the idea, I think,
go ahead, Bob.
You want the drivers to know where the edge of the track is without launching them the way you would over a
that makes sense.
Sleeping policeman, as my old colleague Steve Matchett would say.
Yeah.